This week on Inside Boulder News, new Boulder City Council members are sworn in, the community cultural plan is unanimously adopted, and celebrations across the city usher in the holiday season. Welcome to Inside Boulder News. I'm Ashley Prill. City Council has 3 brand new faces as a result of the November 3rd election. New members Bob Yates, Aaron Brockett, and Jan Burton were sworn in this week, along with re-elected incumbents Lisa Morzell and the city's new mayor, Suzanne Jones. Inside Boulder News caught up with the first-term council members to find out how they hope to impact the Boulder community.
Well, I'm excited to be starting on the Boulder City Council right now, and we had an election that was divisive in some ways, and I'm hoping that coming out of the election we can work together as a community to get past some of the disagreements that we have and find some common ground on some of the growth and development issues that we're working on. And for me, my top priority is really to work on improving affordable and workforce housing. So I'm hoping to find a coalition of people on the council where we can agree on some topics and move forward on them.
I hope to be a great listener to all citizens, and I hope to represent their interests and their needs as best as I possibly can in a very balanced way.
Well, we just came through a kind of a tough election. We had people who had some very strong feelings, especially on the ballot measures, 300 and 301, and there were some great ideas put forward by the community on both sides of that issue. And I think now that that election's behind us, it's really important to bring the community together and have some open and positive and civil conversations about what we want Boulder to be in the future over the next 5 or 10 or 20 years. And so I think that we're able to do that. We're a mature community, we're a creative community, we're a smart community, and I think we can have some really positive discussions about where we want our community to go on housing, on transportation, on growth.
City Council meetings are broadcast live on Boulder Channel 8 and online at boulderchannel8.com. For archive meetings, information about upcoming meetings, or council contact information, visit bouldercolorado.gov/citycouncil. One of the first orders of business for the newly seated council was to consider the community cultural plan, which passed unanimously. The community cultural plan lays out a course for the city to follow over the next 9 years that will address public art, support for cultural organizations, and innovation with unique programs.
So we started 18 months ago scoping the project, maybe even a little longer than that when we first presented the idea to council that we were going to do this. We had a really rigorous public engagement process last fall, which included a number of public lectures, as well as a lot of pop-ups, events, and we were at the farmers market talking to people. In the end, over the course of 2 or 3 months, we reached probably about a little over 2,000 individuals who gave us their insights and opinions and guidance on what they thought the vision for arts and culture should be in the city of Boulder.
Implementation of the community cultural plan will begin in January 2016, starting with hiring a new public arts employee at the city, creating a new public art policy, forming a youth council, and kicking off a neighborhood arts program.
The level of input that the community had in the course of us getting data about where we wanted to go in the future was it was somewhat overwhelming. We did a lot of really cool events along the way, but we just found that so many people in Boulder were really, really engaged in this idea and had exciting directions for us to take. So we really, really want to thank the community for their outpouring of support and input in this process. It was remarkable.
For more information about the Community Cultural Plan and the Boulder Office of Arts and Culture, visit boulderarts.org. For the very first time, the city hosted So Much Fun in the downtown civic area this week. With the help of the Denver Broncos, Central Park was illuminated with more than 200,000 LED lights. The lights will be on display from now until January 3rd from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Central Park isn't the only place around Boulder that will be shining bright this holiday season. On Saturday, November 21st, in front of the Fox Theater, Light the Hill will take place with Coco and carolers on hand to help switch on the new holiday lights. Then on Sunday, November 22nd, Santa and Mrs. Claus will head to the Pearl Street Mall to switch on the holidays. Trees will be decorated along the pedestrian mall throughout the East and West End districts and the 15th Street Design District. Find more information about all of the holiday events happening downtown at downtownboulderholidays.com. After 20 years of bouncing around multiple facilities, the City of Boulder Wildland Fire Division finally has a permanent home. Thanks to the support from the Capital Improvement Bond, our wildland firefighters can protect the city more efficiently.
Well, we have 9 people in the Wildland Division. Our division chief works at headquarters, of course, and so there's 8 of us that work out of this facility. As you can see, we have several engines, crew transports, all of our tools, hose, firefighting equipment. We have our own shop so that we can maintain all that equipment. We don't have to send it off. Before we had this facility, our things were in 3 different places. The other cool design feature that we incorporated into the station is it's also designed to help facilitate being an incident command post during a large incident. If folks remember back to the 4 Mile fire, the training center was used as the incident command post for that fire. We kind of overused that facility and it was not quite adequate enough to house the ICP. So in building this facility, we added a bunch of features to this building to help it become an incident command post to a large incident.
Find more information about all of the city's fire stations at bouldercolorado.gov/fire rescue. This week, entrepreneurs gathered in over 50 Boulder businesses to get a glimpse at innovation and leading-edge work environments firsthand. NewCo is a new spin on a traditional networking event brought to life in Boulder by Engage Colorado.
The feedback we've gotten from having NewCo in Boulder is incredibly supportive. I think we're at a point in our Boulder startup scene where a lot of people are recognizing that the more we cross-pollinate, the more we collaborate, the more we communicate as interested entrepreneurs, the greater the change becomes.
We were super excited to host NewCo. Fundamentally, building the community, being involved with tech startups and academia and local business is exactly what we want to be doing.
So NewCo is a great company to work with just because they highlight innovative companies throughout the country and actually through the world. And we consider ourselves a very innovative sunglass company and one of the most innovative in the entire channel trade. Both of the eco-friendliness, the social sustainability, and our sunglasses. It's very good to get in front of people who are like-minded like this so we can spread our message and get more exposure.
Get involved in next year's NewCo event by visiting bdr.newco.co. Thank you for watching Inside Boulder News. Stay in touch with us on Facebook and Twitter by submitting news tips and questions. You can also sign up to receive video updates right in your inbox. Just go to boulderchannel8.com and click on subscribe.